3 years. That's how long one of my clients spent spinning his wheels, trying to get in shape while working 50, 60 plus hours a week. He tried everything like keto, intermittent fasting, 2 hour gym sessions, you name it. Nothing stuck because he was trying to follow these fitness advice designed for people who don't have real jobs or real stress. If you're a busy professional trying to get lean while juggling a career, maybe a family, and everything else life throws at you, this video is specifically for you. I'm going to break down exactly the 5 systems I use with my clients, executives, entrepreneurs, lawyers, doctors, to help them get lean without spending their lives in the gym or the kitchen. No BS, no complicated protocols, just proven systems that work for people with actual lives. So let's dive in. Let me explain why most fitness advice fails busy professionals. The fitness industry is built around 2 types of people. One, professional athletes and bodybuilders who train as their job. And two, fitness influencers who have structured their entire lives around looking good, right? Neither of these groups has any idea what it's like to work 50 plus hours a week, commute 1 to 2 hours daily, handle family responsibilities, deal with work stress and deadlines, travel frequently, or manage teams and clients. Yet they're the ones giving advice to people like you and my clients, right? Take Riley for example. When we first came to him, he was what I like to call skinny fat, right? Normal weight, but with stubborn belly fat that just wouldn't budge. Okay. This is Riley. After years, he was doing everything the fitness influencer said, doing a bunch of cardio, um, counting his macros, but staying in a crazy deficit, not being sustainable, the works, right? What most people go through. But he kept failing because he was trying to live like a fitness influencer while working a real job with real stress. Now, this is Riley now, not because he found more time or willpower, but because we built systems that work with his busy schedule, not against it. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. So, the first system is what I call the minimum effective dose workout. Most workout programs are designed around what's optimal in the perfect world, not what's sustainable in the real world. So, here's the truth: 3 45-minute strength training sessions per week is all you need to transform your physique if you do them correctly. Not 5 to 6 days, not 2 hours per session, just 3 45-minute sessions. And here's how to structure it. You want to have if you're doing 3 times a week, 45 minutes, you want a full body workout, an upper and a lower. This allows you to hit all your muscle groups twice per week and get in the adequate volume to make progress. The key is compound movements that give you the most bang for your buck while you're in there. Bench press, dumbbell bench, overhead press, rows, pull ups or lat pull downs, squats or lunges, deadlifts. These are the type of movements you want to prioritize. Sets of 6 to 12 reps, somewhere in that rep range for each movement, focusing on progressive overload, adding a little weight or a few more reps each week. Now, here's the game changer, guys. Busy professionals, the backup plan. Okay. Life happens, meetings run late, kids get sick, you miss workouts. Most people's fitness plans collapse when their schedule gets a little disrupted. Not ours. For every workout, you got a 15-minute backup plan version that hits the same muscle groups. All right, push-ups, shoulder press with resistance bands, tricep dips, resistance band rows, curls, body weight squats, still lunges, glute bridges. 15 minutes, no equipment, maybe just resistance band required. You can get it done in the hotel gym, hotel room, even your office, wherever you're at. There's always something that you can get in. Take my client Adam, for example. He made incredible progress in the first 6 months just using body weight and resistance bands. I believe he lost over 30 pounds while gaining muscle with just these movements. Remember, consistency in sticking to the basics beats perfection every single time. So that's system number one. System number two is the power hour meal plan. All right. Most people think meal prep takes hours of cooking elaborate meals for the entire week. It really doesn't. The secret is to prep only what matters, and that's mostly your proteins. Proteins take the longest to cook and they're hardest to make on the spot. Carbs like sweet potatoes and rice, you can microwave these types of things and get it ready to go on the spot. It's pretty easy. So here's the power hour system. Step number one, use everything in the kitchen simultaneously, right? I've got my chicken in this pan, ground turkey over on this one, quinoa's cooking over here, right? Use everything all at the same time. Make it efficient. All right, step number two, season everything with seasons and sauces that are still 0 calorie but flavor up your food really nicely. I like to slap your mama on everything. I literally put that on all my meats. Simple, consistent, delicious. I love it. And then I'm using hot sauce when I'm eating my meals. Okay, so find stuff that you like that seasons your food, keeps it simple. Step number three, use bulk containers, not individual meals. You'll see these people like using all their time to make all these individual meals while they're prepping. It just takes too much time, right? Store all your chicken and all in one big container, all your ground turkey over here, all your carbs over here if you're portioning out quinoa, stuff like that, and then just portion it out on a daily basis as needed. Okay. My clients have been doing this every week for years, even on their busiest days. All right. They make time for this 1 hour because it saves them 5+ hours during the week. All right. See, in under an hour food for the entire week. My client Jason, for example, he's a corporate lawyer, right? I believe he's lost over 30 pounds with us, and he's implemented the system and been able to make all this progress, not because he found more time, but because he used his time more strategically. All right, so that's system number two, the meal prep power hour. Now, system number three, the 80/20 nutrition framework. All right. Forget complicated diets, forbidden foods, perfect meal plans. They don't work for busy professionals because life is unpredictable. Instead, follow the simple framework. 80% of your meals should be whole, nutrient dense foods, lean proteins, complex carbs, healthy fats, fruits and vegetables. The other 20%, a little bit more flexible, right? Here's how to implement it. Protein first, 1 gram per pound of body weight daily. Fill half your plate with vegetables. Add a fist sized portion of carbs. Include a thumb sized portion of fats. Track when you're starting out. Then you're able to eyeball it a little bit more later. But you got to have, we like to call it more of a GPS in the beginning, right? To know where you're going on the maps. But once you've followed it for a while, you follow that GPS, then you kind of know where you're going, right? So the magic of this system is flexibility. When unexpected meals come up, and they will, you simply adjust the ratios for that day for the week. All right, let's take my client Logan for example. He's a traveling salesman, travels a lot, he's on the road, works probably 50, 60+ hours a week. He messages us whenever he's having client dinners, shows us the menu, and we're able to tell him, hey, this is a good choice, going to keep you on track, right? And over time, now he's not even having to text us as much. He's able to eyeball, and he's tracked enough, and we've given him enough meal plans that he knows this 80/20 principle, and he's still making progress no matter what's going on. Okay. This isn't a diet, it's a sustainable nutrition system for people with real lives. All right, so that's system number three, the 80/20 principle. Now, system number four, the decision elimination protocol. All right, system number four eliminates decisions. After coaching hundreds, over 1,000 busy professionals, I've found that decision fatigue, not the lack of willpower, is the number one reason people fail to stick to their fitness plans. By Thursday, you've made approximately 200 plus food decisions already in the week. Your willpower isn't a character flaw, it's a finite resource that's been drained. The solution isn't more willpower, it's fewer decisions. So here's how the protocol works. Sunday, or whatever day of the week you decide your workout days, times for the week, kind of map out your week. Okay. Then meal templates, have simple 3 breakfast options, 3 lunch options, 3 dinner options that you rotate through that you can stick to, keeps that variety, but keeps you on track towards your goals. Environmental design, right? Remove temptations from your home and office. Create an environment that has less temptations so you're not using up all your willpower. And then default decisions, predetermine your choices for common situations. What you'll order at your favorite restaurants, what you'll eat at airports, etc. So the result, right? Like you're going to be able to have less decision fatigue and more progress. All right. Not because you find more willpower, but because you eliminate the need for constant decisions. So that's system number 4. All right. System number 5, the progress tracking matrix. You have to track progress. Most people track the wrong metrics at the wrong frequency, leading to frustration and causing them to give up. All right. The daily scale weight fluctuations will drive you crazy, guys, and tell you nothing about your actual progress. Okay. So instead, use this matrix. Daily, track adherence. All right. Did you follow your plan today? Yes or no? Weekly, take scale averages, right? At least 3 measurements throughout the week and average that out. That's what you want weekly. Okay. Monthly, you want to see how your progress pictures are looking, but importantly as well, this is huge, body fat percentage. Okay. At the very least, quarterly, but reassess where you're at with your body fat. That's the real measurement that you want to pay attention to because the scale is not going to tell a whole story. All right. Your body changes much slower than your mind wants it to. But remember, right? Like, for instance, my client Todd, okay, his first month, scale didn't move a whole lot. He was getting a little bit frustrated. All right, month number 2, we got him to get a scan. All right, so then we had a baseline. All right, the scale didn't move a whole lot still in month 2, right? But then since he had got scan, that baseline, we got him to go back, get another scan, and his scan showed incredible results. This man had lost over 4% body fat in a month. Okay, so what that looked like was over 12%, or sorry, over 12 pounds of body fat lost in a month, but then he had gained 10 pounds. I, the numbers sound ridiculous and it doesn't sound believable, but I promise you, like we have the scan results to show for it on a DEXA scan. Like these are accurate scans. He had gained 10 pounds of muscle in a month. So the scale weight had changed 2 pounds, but the difference in percentage was ridiculous. Okay. So this matrix works because it aligns your expectations with reality while still giving you the feedback you need to stay on track. All right. So there you have it. 5 systems designed specifically for busy professionals who want to get lean without upending their lives. All right. So you got the minimum effective dose workout, the power hour meal prep, the 80-20 nutrition framework, the decision fatigue elimination protocol, and the progress tracking matrix. Now, how do you implement all this? Start with just one system, right? Master it for 2 to 3 weeks before adding another. I recommend starting with the power hour meal prep because it gives you the most immediate return on investment. 1 hour that saves you plus 5+ hours and countless food choices throughout the week, right? Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about building systems that work with your life, not against it. All right. The fitness industry wants you to believe getting lean is complicated, so you keep buying a bunch of complicated things. It's really not. It's about consistent application of simple principles and staying accountable to that. If you found this helpful, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe for more content designed specifically for busy professionals to help you get in shape. And if you want my free training on my power hour meal prep system, then comment meal prep below and I'll send it your way. But until next time, guys, remember, you don't need more time or willpower. You just need better systems. Elevate every damn day. Peace. Elevate. Only obligation is to tell it straight.